Hey there guys, it's Arava here, bringing you the 23rd episode of my F1 2012 career, and straight away, if you haven't checked the qualifying video, please go check it out. I'll put an annotation up, and here I'm showing you, just as I said in the qualifying video, I'm going to show you my decision, and the majority of you wanted me to accept the Merc contract and switch straight away to Merc, so that's what I shall do. So we're going to start straight away, it says in the email, so we're going to go ahead and accept that. So here it will just say blah blah blah. So we're going to accept that, and there we have it. And we've got an email straight away there, and there it goes. Congratulations, you've been signed. The grass is greener trophy, and there we have it. We have signed for Merc. So this race, we're going to have to finish this race weekend in Toro Rosso, and then next race in Spa we will switch over to Merc. So let's continue with the normal procedure for these race videos. So we're starting off here in the pits. So we're just going to go through our race strategy. And I must say, if you're new to me, please go check out my previous content by clicking the name above the video, my channel name, and it might convince you to subscribe. I post weekly F1 2012 content, career mostly, and for these next 2 weeks I'll be posting daily as well because I'm on holiday right now. So there we've put the pit strategy to I think that was lap 8. So I'm going to go for a fairly long option stint and fuel uncautious. So here we have it, Button on pole. Quite surprising, Button's making a resurgence in my career mode. And here I am, and there's Ricciardo, my teammate for the rest of this weekend, and that's it then. Then I'll be moving to Merc. So here we're starting 10th. Senna's on the left, and Perez is right in front of us. And the lights are out, and we're getting an okay start, cursing it a bit. Getting a tiny bit of jump on Perez and Senna, but they have got the pace on us. I think the AI will have the straight line speed on us all weekend because we have that wet setup on from the qualifying. And if you didn't know that, please go check out the qualifying and you'll be informed. So here, Perez and Raikkonen, me, all three of us abreast going to this corner. Raikkonen stepped out. Me and Perez still battling on. He's on my outside, so I will have the advantage. I've taken Perez, I'm up into 4th, behind Vettel, who's behind Alonso, who's behind Button, who's leading. So right behind Vettel now. Don't know if we'll be able to keep up to him, but he is my main challenger really in the title. He's the one I need to try and keep at bay if I'm to get a good contract for next season. When it comes to choosing my rival in Spa, I think after Spa it is, according to like the people on the internet and crap like that. Yeah, it's meant to be after Spa, so I will be choosing my rival, and it will probably end up being Vettel because I could easily choose an option like Jenson Button, who's behind me in the championship right now. But that's not the whole point. A rival's meant to be right there with you. Vettel and Alonso this season are rivals because they're right there together. Hamilton's rival is not Vettel anymore. It's probably gonna it's probably gonna be Raikkonen or whoever's below him. I can't remember exactly, but the rival is who's ever next to you. And I know I'm a McLaren fan, so it'd be great to choose Button and just get the easy McLaren drive. One, I don't want to do the easy option. It's got to be realistic. Your rival's going to be whoever's right next to you, so that'll probably end up being Vettel. Knock on wood. You never know what will happen this race and next race really. So right now we're just keeping on the pace, and I said number 1. So number 2, the reason is, as you can see, Button's out in front and he's kind of getting a lead. Right now, there's some weird resurgence with Button in this season. So really, even if I do choose Button, there's a slim chance I'll even beat him 4 times in a race, in races of the last 7. So really, I'm just being a bit clever, and also, I don't want to make it easy on myself. So we're chasing down Vettel, and we're keeping the pace, but we're not really getting on him, and Perez is actually hounding me down. And here in the second sector, this is where I said in the qualifying video where they would be eating us out. And they are, really. Perez is taking massive chunks of time out of me, and he's right there up my gearbox. So I'm really going to have to use a bit of curse here. And this is what I'm going to be doing the whole race, basically, to just kind of defend Perez. Maybe I'll catch up to Vettel, who knows. But really, I don't have the straight line pace as all the other cars seem to. And that's kind of strange. I was really struggling Q3, and I had probably a wetter setup than most AI cars. And strangely, AI were able to get some good Q3 lap times out. So really just shows that maybe they could tweak, in the next game or something. It's just something so the AI just doesn't feel like they're affected by setups really. or park firmly conditions. So it's lap 3 now. On the options, we're going to aim for lap 8, using half the curves already coming down to the straight just to get a bit more speed in this first sector. This first sector is my fastest sector by far in the whole race weekend around the lap. So we're sort of making a gap to Perez, and we're certainly maybe keeping the same gap to Vettel. So me and Vettel are probably going at the same speed now, and Perez is slowing down. But here, coming up to the second sector now, where the chicane will be and those winding corners, this is where Perez will gain back on me. Oh crap! I've spun. Crap! I'm just going to use the replay. Was so uncalled for. Wow! I went over those bumps on the apex and just kind of span off. So just going to take it a bit more cautiously now, going around, just feathering the throttle now, just making sure I don't make another mistake. So having to use the first replay of my 2 replays that I've given myself, and that was really just not great driving there, going over the bump. But it is really tricky. That chicane is really tight, so it is quite easy to go over those bumps. So Perez is right behind us. He's only 3/10 behind us, and Vettel is 2.4 seconds ahead of us. So it seems like we're catching him up though. Like right now, visually, he looks nearer to us. And he's catching Alonso, and Button out there, as you can see on the mini-map, is streaking away. Definitely not in any DRS zone of Alonso's. And I'm going to use all the curves left, and Perez, I don't know if he'll have DRS or not, probably will. And we're only 1.6 behind Vettel now, so we have gained on him. And Perez is 1.2 behind us, so we are getting a bit faster now, or the AI are getting a bit slower. Maybe they're saving fuel, or just kind of going a bit slower to save tyres. So I could have Vettel here. He is getting very closer, visually closer right now. But when a bit wide there with a bit of understeer. So I am gaining on Vettel. It looks visually, I'm definitely visually closer to him. I'm keeping on the pace. I'm going about a tenth slower than I was last lap. It's not great. I need to pick up the pace a bit. But in this second sector, this is where the AI will gain out a bit. But it seems in the first and third sector, I'm gaining on them massively. Especially in the third sector on that hairpin. Going on the bump, quite nerve-wracking now. Going over those bumps. Don't want to get it wrong again. Only have one more replay left. So Perez is catching us up in this second sector, and Vettel's getting away. But obviously, I'll be reining that back in this third sector now. I seem to be getting quite a lot of time over this corner and then into the hairpin. So now Perez is 5/10 behind us. Vettel is only 1.8 in front of us, and we look visually very close to him. So we'll see coming into the last corner. Feathering the throttle, now planting the power down, going a bit wide there, all going massively wide. Oh crap! Oh, what's happening to me in this first part of the race, man? Wow. Replaying it, really sorry if you get bugged by me using replays. I'm not, amazing ex-pro racer. I do make mistakes, and coming through now after replay, and Vettel's going really, really slowly. Don't even have DRS here, and I'm coming through. Late break, and I've taken Vettel, locking up a bit, but I've taken Vettel. What was going on there? Vettel, so slow coming out of the corner. Wow. Do not know what happened there, but I've taken Vettel, and he was going so slowly down that straight. Wow, that's surprising. So I've taken Vettel up into third. Now, he went really slowly out of that corner. I don't know if he was going that slowly before I replayed. Wow. But going back to that replay, I kind of just went on the rumble strip and then put the power down, but I was going so wide that my rear tyres just gave way. So all my replays are used up, so now from now on, whatever mistakes I do, they will count in the race. So we're going to have to be very cautious around these corners and being careful not to spin out for the rest of the race. So Vettel is chasing us down. Perez is very much behind Vettel as well, so both of them are chasing me down like hounds. And as you can see, he's right there up my gearbox. And Alonso's streaking away 3.1 seconds ahead of me to come through. I just don't have any straight line speed really, and that's why I'm so surprised that I got Vettel down the straight. I didn't even have DRS, so for some reason he just backed off majorly. Come through this corner now, making sure I don't go wide, cursing it now. Vettel will have DRS, I think. Well, right now he's showing one naught behind us, so it doesn't look like he's got DRS. Maybe just at the last minute I got out of the DRS zone. So lap 6 now. using about half curves, and tyres are really going off now. They're yellow. Wow. I think that's the first, honestly, the first time in this career mode that I've actually had problems with tyres, maybe. Usually my emails are all like, oh, good tyre wear, and I never really had yellow tyres before, unless it was maybe, I think, China or Bahrain. Oh god, going wide there. And who's, oh crap, I've spun again, locked up. What the hell happened there? Oh, I've spun Vettel. Oh crap, am I going to get a penalty? Please, please, please no, please no. Resume racing. Yes, I don't have a oh, wow. Ooh, that was close. My tyres are really going off. I'm going to have to pit. I'm probably going to have to pit. But, wow, basically I went wide on that really tight left-hander, then got on the grass, and came back onto the circuit. Vettel, I'm guessing, I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't see behind me. I'm guessing Vettel tried to come up the inside of me, and then I kind of just kept on going down the racing line. And Vettel was there, I just didn't see him, and I wasn't aware of him, and I kind of just spun him. So sort of my fault, but also you could kind of argue it's Vettel's fault as well, because he saw I was coming back on the track, and he saw I was taking the racing line, so he might have, you know, could have been clever and, you know, kind of gone off the racing line and gone round me, round the outside, maybe backed off. I don't know, sort of my fault, but I didn't get a penalty, luckily. So that is, even though that's sort of kind of a bit cheeky for me, and a bit, you know, it wasn't, well, not really cheeky because I didn't know what was going on, but that's kind of worked in my favour actually, because now Vettel's behind me, so I'll be able to stretch out a bit of a lead in terms of points in the championship. So I'm going to pit this lap. I believe it was 1 lap or 2 laps earlier than I intended to. Can't remember what lap I set it to, but my tyres are going off. My option tyres are yellow, going to orange right now, and it's really the first time in the career mode where I've had that problem. And of all places, Hungary, really. I would have thought it would have happened in Silverstone as well, because Silverstone's a notoriously high-wearing track. So, well, nevertheless, we'll continue. So, we're going to pit this lap coming through now. We've obviously gained a gap to Perez, because Perez got caught up in that Vettel spin. And, whoa, my engine just sounded a bit funny there, for some reason. So, coming through, Alonso is about 8 seconds ahead of us, and Perez is 3.5 nearly behind us. So, diving into the pits now. It's really awkward pit lane, really swooping right, having to brake in the middle of it. Going a bit wide, and into the pits now, finally. I'm the only one who's pitting right now, it seems. That's fine. Hopefully I'll be able to get some sort of undercut and catch Alonso. So, changing for the option tyres. There we have it, cold tyres, option tyres, but they should last for the end of the race. Should be good. And as you can see there on the mini, there's a massive train of cars. So Massa's right in front of us at the very end of that train. So on the cold prime tyres, just gonna go around trying to heat these tyres up on this lap, and then we can push, change to mix 3 and really push and try and gain a lead over Perez. It will be probably, and try and gain on Alonso. Obviously can't make a mistake now, so I'm gonna also take it quite cautiously through this chicane and the second sector in general. I'm gonna change to mix 3 now, and we're gonna just go for it probably until the end of the race. Ooh, locked up a bit, and I was going a bit too fast for my liking to go around into the chicane, so I just went off onto the runoff area. That's what it's for, really. If you can't make the corner, really, just in case for safety reasons, just go on the runoff area. Wasn't corner cutting because I did lose time there. So coming through now, and now it's coming to the part of the race. Basically, guys, I'm gonna cut it in a few seconds to I think like the last lap or something like that, because right now everyone's gonna pit right now, and then there'll be another set of pit stops, and then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna still come out in third, and I'm gonna cut, and right about now, and here transitioning to lap 17. So we've got 2 laps left here, and as you can see, that's Glock. Don't worry, that's not Alonso. So I'm third. I've come out in third. Alonso's still second. Button's still first there, and it's the 2 laps to go. And really, you haven't missed much. The only thing you've missed is behind me. The only action that you've missed is behind me, where Perez dropped off a bit, and Hamilton ended up behind me in 4th. after he pit stop, and then while around, I think it was lap 12 or something, Raikkonen caught up Hamilton and overtook him. So Raikkonen is now behind me in 4th, and he's about 7 seconds. Oh crap! Spun. Kept it out of the barrier. That's lost me a bit of time. Come on, move out of the way, Glock. Wow. So I've cut to the 2 last laps, mainly because nothing happened in the middle in terms of me gaining positions, so I didn't feel the need for you to really watch that. It was really just me going around cautiously, trying to keep the tyres alive and also trying to gain a bit on Alonso. But now my engineers are telling me to change my brake bias to front, so I shall, and Raikkonen's only 3.2 seconds behind me now due to that spin on the chicane. So now coming through to the last lap now, and I hope you guys don't mind that I've cut it. Really, I was just kind of driving around in third after all the pit stops, trying to keep the tyres alive and just trying to keep good pace. I'm changing to mix 3 now, and I'm going to have to go quite fast because Raikkonen is catching up on me quite a lot. He's only I think that was 2.5 seconds behind me. I only saw it for a glimpse. Definitely the AI at this last stage of the race have the legs on me, so I'm going to have to really try and work hard, try and keep Raikkonen at bay. So coming through to this sharp left, this blind left-hander coming over, ooh, gingerly there. Alonso's 12.8 ahead of me, Raikkonen's 2.9 behind me, and he will be gaining on me in this second sector. Coming through to the chicane, don't want to get it wrong here again, going over nice and slowly, yes, there we go. Going through, I do have a lot of, like, in terms of downforce, I have a lot of downforce, but just the sheer speed in a straight line I'm just lacking due to the wet setup I've got. But it's been a good race. I got up to 3rd and I've held it, and really, it really kind of makes up for last weekend in Germany. If you haven't seen that, I will put the annotation up for the German Grand Prix race, and if you're new to me, please go check that out, and perhaps subscribe for weekly F1 2012 content. And really, this makes up for the Germany race. You know, this is the 3rd place that I should have had in Germany. Jenson Button's won the race, Alonso 2nd, I'm 3rd. Here we go, crossing the line. I'm in 3rd, guys. I've made up for my Germany error. And Vettel came down the list. I don't know if he's got some points, maybe. Ooh, sweet relief that we've kept 3rd. Really, that whole race was me just being a bit nervous that we weren't going to keep 3rd. But there you go, I'm 3rd. Raikkonen 4th, Lewis Hamilton 5th, Kobayashi 6th, Perez 7th, and Vettel in 8th. So he did get some points. So he has gained. He has got 4 points there. But obviously, here we go now. Vettel was only 1 point behind me, but now he's about, let's see, about 12 points. So the gap's back to what it was really. So there we have it. So now right now I'm in the driving position for a good fight with Vettel for the rest of the season. Got the upper hand on him, but obviously now we'll be switching to Merc, so that will have Mercedes on it instead of Scuderia Toro Rosso. And if we change to the constructors, do I change to it? Hopefully I do. Just waiting. When you change, there we go. And as you can see, Mercedes is all the way down in 7th, 80 points. They're about let's say 55 points off Toro Rosso here. So my job will really to be just catching up Toro. I'm going to try and catch up Toro Rosso once I switch to Merc. And that's really going to be my objective for the rest of the season. Here we go. I'm just confirming that I've changed to Mercedes. I have changed to Mercedes. My teammate is Michael Schumacher. Quite surprising because Rosberg had more points than Schumacher. So quite strange, but there we go. Obviously, my points aren't transferred to Mercedes. So Toro Rosso still have all those points. So I will be trying to catch up Toro Rosso. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode, guys. I've been Arava, and I'll tune in tomorrow for the next qualifying, which will be in Spa. Hope you enjoy the episode again, and enjoy the rest of your day.